Welcome to the Unicorn Circuit, your weekly dose of fanking, car news, conspiracies, eat bag, and we got a bumper show for you. So bumper full, it's like a show bag full of men bursting out at your face and your ears and your eyeballs.
But before we get there, let's talk about things we all like doing, and that is jacket. We like these. This is the new Mighty Car Mods premium 3-layer jacket.
Turn around, Martin. Show them the back. This is, it's so new. This is today only.
For ages, you know when you go to like a drift event, it's like winter or it's autumn and it's getting a bit chilly, and you're like, man, it's a bit rainy, and you're in there in a hoodie and slowly the hoodie gets soaked?
Yes.
I don't like it. So I was at an event and I saw a jacket like this. I'm like, man, we really need to do a jacket like that. So we did, and it's like kind of waterproof and it has insulation, and you've got like a warm spot for your hands, and in there your hands actually stay warm.
I was about to say, Martin, does it have a warm felty pocket?
It does. Plus a hood like that.
We've got fanking today, Martin.
Anyway, they just got released on the Mighty Car Mod shop. Limited time. Go on and grab yours. They are a premium fancy pants thing, but very, very happy with the quality and very stoked that we have something like this. Perfect for your cold, chilly, late night car.
Martin, don't even start trying to tickle my ear holes.
Damp ones.
By telling me that the first people that get in are going to get a few freebies. Don't do it, dude.
You sure?
Don't.
If you're one of the first to grab a jacket, you also get free Mighty Car Mod sticker in black to match the jacket, and free Mighty Car Mod's key tag, limited time only. And I think if you're on there today or tomorrow,
we got free driveway gloves as well. Free driveway ninja gloves.
Sweeten the deal.
We have got a massive show.
Huge. There's so much news.
It's huge. There's lots of news. We got some four-wheel drive content coming at you. Thank you, everybody that checked out the Hilux series. Last episode, Martin and I went out for a little day camping.
It was great.
I saw a lot of comments from people saying, I'm just going to get in my car and go for a drive, because we're led to believe, looking at the Instagrammers and the YouTubers, that you've got to do like 45 days, almost crashed, almost turned over, and then we just went up for one day, cooked a steak, played some banjo,
that was a good steak.
Home.
One of the best steaks I've ever had. I'm taking 5% credit for the quality of those steaks based on the quality of that fire. It had just the right amount of flame. Don't you reckon? Can I 2%? Do you know the flame that was like, it was like flame licked? Don't you reckon?
Well done,
Come on, man. No, because it was just coals. It wouldn't have got all the, the burniness.
Well done, Martin.
Gee, was good. So good. Anyway, the Hilux is awesome. It drives so well. I was blown away that you can get a block of metal carburetor thing, and that somehow magically squirts petrol and air and do a thing and makes the engine, and you have to go and tune it. And
because of Venturis. Is it called Venturis?
Yeah. I mean, then we went up a giant mountain and it stopped working.
Martin, was Venturi not the name of the man from The Last Starfighter that arrives in the DeLorean kind of vehicle to pick up the kid to take him to space?
Dude, Last Starfighter is that's proper old school, man. Only about three people know what you're talking about.
The music from The Last Starfighter is absolutely incredible.
Yes, I believe you.
Anyway, it's amazing. I'm just getting too excited.
More plans for Hilux, though.
The Hilux is coming back.
You loved it too much. You weren't sure at first, were you? You're like, I don't know.
Fully sold. Fully
You're
sold
into
on
it. And then I saw it happen. Because I saw it happen in real time, and you're like, it's pretty cool, eh? And then like a week later, it's like, this thing's mad. And then like the next week, it's like, what are you going to do mods?
You may have seen it on telly by now. The Supercheap auto commercial. We'll put a link down there below.
But it fought you.
Oh, it fought me the whole way, and it's going to
weeks.
keep fighting me. Or you remove the things that fought you and replace them with a...
It's not funny, mate. It's coming to the party.
That's in good news. In other news, are we even in the news yet?
No.
Maybe we're not in the news, but I'll mention this now anyway. Mighty Car Mod's Jimny, it is for sale. It is making way for four-wheel drive projects. It's not being sold for some naughty reason.
No.
It's being sold because we need the space for another four-wheel drive project that no doubt you will love. It's on the Mighty Car Mod shop. Let me quickly explain how it works. The shop listing is just a deposit. It lets you buy the car. If you put the whole price on there, then the platform takes a big percentage of it. If there's listed as one Jimny for sale, all the information is on there. If you go buy, that's a deposit, and then you can pay the rest of the money. All the details are on there. And you know what? I'm going to give you a free big Cheryl's box with it.
And a jacket.
And actually, because they're buying it off our website, I think they get a free pair of gloves anyway.
And we'll give you a jacket too.
Really? You get a jacket as well?
You get a jacket. You'll be one of the first people.
And Martin's a signed item. Let's do it.
Sure.
Let's do it. If you buy the Jimny, you get a jacket, a gloves, a big Cheryl's box, and a signed item.
As well, the reason that we tell you guys about it on here is because chances are, if you're watching this, you get it, you get the cars, you understand, and we want one of you guys to end up with it. Because if it just goes out into the random world of carness, I feel like the Jimny's a lone castaway on a little little like, you know, iceberg.
Yes.
Whereas I want the family of penguins wearing the black jacket so they look like penguins to be like, we get it.
Yeah, and plus we know our one's mad. So a lot of them are for sale up there for like $25,000. Ours is like 20% less than that or more. Anyway, ours is in the high teens.
So occasionally MCM cars, they will go up. That's the first place and pretty much the only place they go. We try and keep as many as we can, but there are limits to space and also like freeing up funds for other projects, especially other four-wheel drive projects, which is rather exciting too.
It is exciting.
Don't stress out.
Now, we have news. This week on the news, just kicking off, there is a brand new Mighty Car Mods project car. There is a brand new Mighty Car Mods feature-length episode dropping this week. Haven't finished it yet. Going to do it today after we do this.
Yes.
Martin's back in the steering seat wheel, behind the steering wheel.
That means questionable car brand choices,
correct,
which some of you may very much enjoy and some of you might be like, not this shite.
Now, this car arrived
this is good.
as an actual wreck.
A wreck.
Wreck.
Yep.
Smashed up.
Yep.
Terrible.
Bad.
And Martin's thing was just, we'll just stretch that out and fix that up and we'll just fix it.
We will. And
How long, when did we buy this car, Martin?
Oh, nearly a year ago.
A year ago. So here's the thing.
It's almost like panel repairs and smash repairs take time.
Yes. It's not to the extent of the GTR.
No, not that bad.
But it is a car that is, depending on who you are, as cool as the GTR. It's not a Supra.
But if it's one owner, and this has got a little damage on it, but it's one owner and it's been loved its entire life, chances are there's some good stuff there.
But Martin, I found some things under the seat.
How I found the car is the most interesting.
I found some things under the seat. I found some little, I think some people call them caps, little things that go on the end of a thing.
Right.
And you know what I'm talking about?
Well,
anyway.
It's been on and off tow trucks and stuff, so you don't know
has it?
for sure.
Okay, we don't, anyway, we found things in it. You'll see that in there. Let's just get right into the news. The Jimny is for sale, making way for another four-wheel drive. Why are we talking about Jimnys right now? Because apparently a bulletin that has come out from Suzuki has suggested that they are calling for an immediate stop to sales of the five-door Jimny XL.
The five-door one? The one that you said you can still get and you can't get?
Because that one was made in India, not in Japan. Now, this order apparently came directly from Suzuki in Japan, and it does apply to the Indian-built Jimny. No one knows why. They're just like, don't sell them. Just like, so I gather it's maybe some safety thing has changed. But it is due to an issue that is being investigated, is what they have said so far, and it's relating to vehicles that are either in dealer stock or in the warehouse. So, not sure exactly what's going on there. And in other Suzuki news, just before we move on, there are rumours that the Suzuki Swift Sport is all over. So the stock that is in dealers at the moment, still available for sale. At this stage, there is no successor to those planned, and so there's only specific colours left. Apparently yellow, which is, I think, the iconic colour for that car, are gone for those. Isaac, our mate who worked on the Hilux with us, had one for a period of time, absolutely loved it, took it to the track, took it to Luddenham, had a great time in it. So that is what's happening in Suzuki news. What do you got, Martin?
I have, going to the complete other end of the scale, this is a Lamborghini Temerario. This is it. It's playing a little thing from Lamborghini side.
Oh, that looks good.
So it's all very shadowy and whatever, and you can get a couple of different configurations. But why it's interesting and why it's making news is it is the successor to the Huracan. Now, they sold 29,000 Huracans.
That's a lot.
Do you want to do some quick maths on 29,000 times $500,000? That's an easy one.
Is that how much they cost? Well, okay.
Ish. That's roughly what
29.
They cost. So this is a new one. No more.
Oh, sorry, dead air. Here we go.
Is that $1.45 billion? No,
it's $14 billion.
$14 billion.
500 million. $14.5 billion.
That's some crazy money. And I realise the margins on some of these things are not that high, but that's still incredible. Anyway, the V10's gone, and now there's going to be a V8 and a triple hybrid electric driveline in it, 677 kilowatts. The base model, without any extras, like you want a different set of wheels, that's 85 grand Aussie.
No.
Base model is just over $600,000.
Martin, a different set of wheels is not 85,000.
Something like that. Seat belts, like, tens of thousands of dollars. Like all the options is how you make it interesting. And for a lot of these things, you have to already own one before they even sell you one. But still, 29,000 of a car that costs that much tells you there's a bit of wealth at the top end of town buying that sort of stuff. And it's like people don't know what to buy with it, so they'll buy that.
Martin, if you had a spare $85,000 though, I guess you could do some mods on that, or you could buy a Kia Tasman.
Is that how much they cost?
I don't know. But I imagine that they're going to have to be priced around that point, being that, like, I think Isuzu D-Max just dropped like $6,000 off their kind of package price. A mate of mine bought the new Cock recently, and he got the, what is it? I don't actually know the names of the new Cocks, but
didn't they used to be Trendline Comfort?
Yeah, now there's a Style and something else. Anyway, he got like the schmicky one for like $75,000 Australian. I think that's what Hiluxes and Rangers, I think they're all around that kind of price.
Yep,
D-Max is a little bit cheaper, I think. So how much is a Kia Tasman? I don't know. Now, it looks like arse. Most people think that it looks funny, and a lot of people making jokes about
That's
it.
the back of it, and that's the front of it.
I think the front looks okay.
So this is Kia's promo video, and it's got, like, it's doing big skids on dirt. Like, that looks like they're having a good time, and they get the black and the sand coloured ones. I guess they're the most popular.
Yeah.
Doing big skids. Now, interestingly, you wouldn't be allowed to show that on TV because it's dangerous driving, but they can show it on the website.
Oh, right. But
That's the back of it, though.
But anyway, recently, Marty and we tried to get up Beer O'Clock Hill, which is an infamous four-wheel driving hill that only the best four-wheel drivers in the world attempt. Martin tried it in a RAV4, a world first. No one else had ever done it, for good reason.
I think the stock RAV might make it further than mine would have.
Possibly,
Very
one with all of
likely.
its parts connected. But the Kia Tasman has actually made it up there. And there is a video on YouTube of it actually getting to the top. From what I understand, I believe it's the only dual cab in stock form. Clearly, it's aired down. The video, you can see it's aired down.
Well, the BYD that went up broke, didn't it?
I think someone said it kind of like parts of it folded over onto itself.
That's a heavy thing as well.
But
it's the Team Brief 4x4 guys that you can check out their video. We met those guys as well. Car Sales.
Clearly, it works though.
Car Sales reported, which is interesting, which is where this back of this car photo came from. There was a lot of dramas with what they looked like. So that was what was doing the rounds at the time. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's ugly." And
their website reckons it's $46,000 drive away.
Well, that's cheap if
from
it is.
$46,000
For a base model. So
what?
The CEO of Kia said, road presence will dilute the angst that we've seen. We've seen the dial change too well. I've seen it in the flesh now, and it's not too bad.
You can get a Tasman for...
Did you hear that?
No, I'm not listening to you. $38,000 plus onwards. Now I'm listening.
The CEO of Kia said, now it's on the road, we've seen the needle move and it's diluting the angst and it's not that bad. That's how they've gone back against what it looks like. And also the guys in Korea that designed it have gone like, oh, they don't like it. Oh, well, if you don't like it, we change some stuff. Like they've obviously just gone.
It's a product. If it's not sweet enough, add some sugar.
Yeah, well, there
if
you
it's
go.
too sweet, take some out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think also a lot of people talk about four-wheel drives as fashion because they are pretty much all poor driving, all-wheel drive fashionistas.
Yeah.
A lot of other people, guess what, who live out on farms and stuff,
they don't care.
They do not give a shit.
Look, they drive Land Cruisers that haven't changed in 40 years.
When I was on my farm up in Grafton, I put up a photo on my Instagram actually of me driving a tractor because I got a goat before a bike and I got a tractor before I got a car, and I put up a photo of me driving a tractor. I remember one of our next door neighbours, he used to be an explosive, so they blow up, do mining and stuff like that, but also tree trunks. I remember he had, a Hilux or something, and I remember him arriving to pick me up. It's just got no door on it.
Yeah.
No driver. And I was like, where's the door? Bruh, what's going on? And he's like, I took it off.
We don't need it.
And I go, why? And he goes, because I'm always getting in and out and it just gets annoying.
Yeah.
So that farming
Function,
mentality is you go,
totally.
Buzz, 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 cut, and you just pull up, get out, do your job, feed your cows, get in, keep going. I think a lot of these people are working, they don't give a shit. The same kind of people that are all talking about which hammer slides through the air the best and whatever, and other people that they're just doing the job of building. Yeah, they talk about aerodynamics, they talk about handle feel, they talk about whether it's a plastic handle, whether it's a wooden handle. But the people out there actually building are like, cool, while you're busy talking about that, I'm going to hit a nail. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And so if Kia is coming in, I had no idea that was like half the price of a Cock or a Ranger. Like that to me now changes the game.
Well, not only that, like if you're on a farm and you're going to buy a Cock for, a fully featured Cock for 90 grand, or two of them for 90 grand.
Yeah.
Two, you and your missus or you and your mate get one each.
Yes.
And you doubled your productivity. Like that's the thing. Speaking of doubling productivity, Honda's just sort of quietly released this thing called the Honda O concept. Now, I like it. It's got a bit of an 80s vibe going on.
It looks like an Odyssey.
It looks a bit like an Odyssey,
Maybe
but it's gone extreme future. And like, good on them, because I feel like so many of the cars that you're seeing at the moment are just playing it so safe. And it's like going, oh, well, we know this, like, round thing works and people like the roundness, and you end up with this weird Kia Tasman looking thing, and like I don't know, I feel like that was designed by what do people want, whereas this is Honda just going, let's let it run wild. Let's run imaginations run wild. Imagination is what I like to see. So there's Honda O concept. Now of course this would be watered down into what looks like a current Honda Odyssey, but in terms of what's been released, I think it was released at CES or one of those big shows out there. It's a pretty awesome looking thing. Glass all round, comfy, futuristic looking seats. I've actually built prototypes of them. I don't know. I'm pretty excited by that. I reckon it's kind of cool.
I am also a tiny bit excited about Honda things.
Look at that.
First of all, this morning
great.
I saw a Honda Accord. I showed you a photo of it, right? V6. I don't know, Martin.
Did it froth you?
I must be swinging the other way for a little while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does happen.
Before, you swing away from like the Vaggy, Audi, even Rexy thing. And then I'm out here in some weird Honda space
I'm here
right
for
now.
It. I love it. That's where the joy is, mate.
I don't know why, but
in
Honda Prelude is coming back to Australia in 2026.
Look at it, dude.
It looks like, I reckon, a cross between the current Subaru BRZ and the Nissan 400Z.
Completely
It looks like a combination of those two cars.
Arguably, the side profile, I reckon it's the best looking out of all of them.
Look at the front lights are a little bit
lines.
whatever. But
look, bodyline things, the arches over the wheels, like it's tidy at the back, there's not too much overhang.
I think it actually looks
no
really
doubt
nice.
It'll be some front-wheel drive hybrid rubbish.
It's going to be a hybrid thing, and it aims to reaffirm Honda's performance heritage. The other point that Honda have been making is there will be nothing else in its segment. So we've obviously got our kind of front-engine rear-wheel drive BRZs, 86s, stuff like that. You got your turbo stuff like front-wheel drive GTIs.
Well, there's no Celica,
whatever.
is there?
This here is going to be some sports car that is kind of EV-ish. That is a two-door.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool.
This makes
Honda,
me think
well done.
that maybe someone is listening, because we've been like literally bleating on for I reckon 3 years.
For years.
About like,
give us the
where's
cool shit.
the good shit? Where's the cool stuff? And maybe we're not the only people that feel that way. And maybe there's enough pressure of people walking into Honda dealerships and being like, man, I've had a Prelude for 20 years. I love that. Where's your Prelude? And, maybe that feedback's making it. Or maybe AI is telling them up at head office to make some cool shit. Or maybe they know their end's coming and like, let's just do some cool shit before it's all over.
But the problem is going to be now price. And so it would be remiss of me as the world's best automotive news channel to not speak about the tariff situation that is happening. Tariffs, I believe Trump has brought in tariffs now as 25%. I want to quickly run you through how this works. So basically, when a car is made overseas and shipped to the US, the importer has to pay 25% of the car's value as a tariff. What that's going to mean, though, is if your car costs $20,000 overseas, that's the cost of the car. By the time it lands in the States, you're going to have to pay an extra $5,000 to the US government. Now, that money is meant to be paid to the importer, but it's actually going to get passed on to the buyer. The manufacturer is not just going to go, we'll absorb all of that money and only make $5,000 less, because you've got to remember, they're sending cars to America and Australia and New Zealand and China and Japan. So America is obviously a massive market, but it is only one market. And a lot of people are kind of going, why is that the case? So let's imagine that you've got a local pizza shop, okay? It's in your local town. They're making pizzas. You love it. You go in there to buy your pizza. But if that same pizza is made in Italy instead, and then flown in, the government's like, well, we're going to charge you an extra 25% because it's come from Italy, and that is impacting our local pizza industry.
With the idea of making the Italian pizza less attractive and going, well, maybe get the American one because it's cheaper and it's the same. But is it the same?
Except,
you know what I mean?
Except, Martin, and this is the contentious bit, and I'm just going to say it, the Italian pizza is often better.
And
not always.
That, even though the Italian pizza is now $25 instead of 20, the American companies just go, people are prepared to pay $25 for a pizza.
We'll make ours 24.
So why don't we just make ours 25? And this is where you get inflationary. It has an inflationary effect.
Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of how it works, because the idea would be if we can make overseas cars look less attractive to local buyers, they would be more inclined to buy American cars. The situation is, can America compete with what other countries can at a price point? A lot of the argument is no, and there's a bunch of stuff going around on the internet at the moment of I follow a bunch of photographers, and they're saying, look at Fujifilm cameras, look at Nikons, look at Canons and things like that. America can't make what it is that they want. You look at Leica cameras that are $15,000. Are they now going to cost $20,000? And can America make a product that will compete with that, or are people just going to have to pay the price and that's it?
I appreciate as well, like we're not in America, but I appreciate that the idea behind a lot of this is to go, stop driving your Hondas, everyone go and buy a Dodge, even though I think that's owned by, anyway, go and buy an American, insert American brand here, and everything will be better because all these factories will be there and everyone will have jobs and everyone will have more money and they'll be able to
all good.
buy for stuff. All these
Which
things
is great.
are good. The blunt instruments of tariffs have been not necessarily that historically successful, but from a mindset point of view, maybe it has a different effect. Maybe there's 4D chess getting played here that I'm not aware of.
And if you're an enthusiast and you wanted to buy a car for $80,000, would you pay $100,000 or over $100,000 knowing that that extra is not actually going to the car? It's just a cost that's required.
It's a tax.
We've got something called luxury car sales tax, basically. After a certain threshold, that car is considered a luxury car. Then you have to pay more.
But it affects my buying patterns. I will not buy a car with luxury car tax.
Me neither. I
won't
refuse.
I just refuse. No, because I'm not getting value. And I think
that's after 2 years, it's gone.
That's where they assume that consumers are not. I would buy a car that's 2 years old, that's already had that, and then you're getting maximum value for your money. And some people don't care, because I don't care, I want that thing, I don't care. I would argue that's a fairly small segment of the market who do not care and can afford to not care.
Yeah.
Your average middle class person who's just like, well, yeah, I've got a budget for a car. I'm not going to go and pay an extra $20,000 or $30,000 or $40,000 for nothing.
So then the question would be, if we're not talking about the top end of town and we're talking about a $20,000 car, for example, and I don't know enough about the American market and what is available at that kind of price range, but what can you get for $20,000 from the States? What can you get for $20,000 from China? From Europe, from other countries? And if you compare those two, is there going to be a particular deficit in terms of your driving experience or your safety with an American car versus a Chinese car? If it's not and it's all the same, buy local, support local, absolutely. If they go, this car from Europe, we generally rate that an 8 out of 10. This car available locally, we rate a 5 out of 10 for whatever arbitrary measures are used, and the price is the same, then you're taking a deficit of 3 points out of 10 just because you have this, is it artificial? I don't know, because you have this tariff put on. Anyway, Martin's getting a bit serious, isn't it?
Yeah, that's okay.
Have we got all the news? Is that all of it?
We're going hard.
Oh, okay.
Next up, we've got, you got that even legal?
Oh, is that even legal? Every week on Is That Even Legal, Martin and I like to explore different legal things that are happening around the world. This week we are looking at what is happening around here. Martin, I'm normally going to say to you, do you like the internet? Yes. You say yes. Yep. And then I'm going to say, do you like banning stuff off the internet?
Sometimes.
And then you say no.
No.
And then I say illegal. But this one, I'm not going to do that today just because there's a lot of charge going on with this particular topic at the moment. We're talking about the social media ban that is happening in Australia from December this year.
And some other countries too.
Some other countries are looking into it, but certainly the one that is topical for us is YouTube being included in the ban for under 16s as of December the 10th this year. Now, last week, Marty and I were actually on our way to Parliament House to have potentially have a conversation with the Communications Minister, who's been having a chat with the E-Safety Commissioner to talk about whether YouTube should be included or not. Due to some news that dropped that day, we got a call when we were about 45 minutes out, turned around and came home. But we had 6 hours in a car together having a chat.
We did.
Which was a nice time. The proposal, as per the Online Safety Amendment, Minimum Age Act of 2024, will ban people under the age of 16 being able to have accounts on a number of different social media platforms.
Not accessing them? Can't have an account.
Yes, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, X, Reddit, and most recently, YouTube. YouTube was trying to exempt itself because they said that we are a broadcaster, not social media. That is up to debate, and I'm not here to talk about the definitions of what social media is and what social media isn't. The interesting thing is that if you are a YouTube creator, and I guess that is the world that we kind of live in, and you are 14 or you're 15 years old, the current blunt response is that from December the 10th, anyone under the age of 16, your account will be removed. It will be deleted. So I'm not sure what that means for the creators that are out there. The issue is that the platforms are required to take reasonable steps to have age verification. Now, I don't know what the reasonable steps are, but some of the things that have been discussed is having to put up a selfie and then that selfie being assessed of your age. Now, I don't know if you can tell the difference between someone that is 15 years old and 300 days or 16 years old and 100 days and whether a selfie can actually do that. So the other thing that's being discussed is where you might have to provide ID. Now, in Australia, when you're 16, you can get a driver's licence. That is a government-issued identification.
License or
so
an ID
potentially
card.
you could use that. But then what if you're in a remote area? What if you don't have access to that? What if you have a disability that means that you can't drive or you can't get access to those things easily? What does that mean for your internet use? It is a massive issue that is happening in Australia at the moment. The government has recently come out and they said something along the lines of, we want to do this so that kids can spend more time on the netball court and playing cricket. But they have not banned things like YouTube Kids, WhatsApp and online gaming. So I don't think anyone is actually going to go outside anyway. Schools can still use YouTube links and send them home so people can watch it, but you can't interact, you can't say anything with it. The aim is to shield people from online harm, which obviously is a real thing and is very important. I have a number of mixed views about it. Which I probably won't go into yet because I'm just trying to kind of gather my thoughts about it. I have a real interest in social media. I've got a real interest in mental health, and I've got a real interest in kind of seeing how the government interacts in the way that we receive information, and all of that's in a blender at the moment, whipping up, and I'm not sure exactly where I sit with it, but that's the news.
Yeah, and it's hugely newsworthy. It probably took over the news cycle in the last sort of 7 to 10 days in Australia. They did announce it last week to a lot of debate, and also you've got a lot of old media, so newspapers and TV reporting on new media, which is YouTube, and for a long time they've been at odds because all the advertising they used to enjoy going out in their private yachts has now been dispersed onto platforms like YouTube, arguably more democratically and more widely.
And with better data.
So with better data to back it up. So there's always contention there, but you've also got influencers and people who only have Instagram accounts or Facebook accounts, whatever it is, reporting on this stuff as well, because they have now, since in Australia, a lot of them are actually let into the parliament so that they can report as well. This was a big thing during the election as well, where they're able to kind of give that new media side to it, which has, I guess, its positives and negatives also.
Yep. So YouTube originally did not fall under the ban a number of months ago. As of last week, YouTube has fallen under the ban. The reason why is that there's been new information that's come from the eSafety Commissioner suggesting, and I believe the number is 37 or 38% of young people have seen distressing or harmful content on YouTube. Last week, Marty and I went to have a meeting at Google HQ in Sydney, and we did speak to a woman there who I believe is part of the legal team at Google, who addressed a number of the kind of bigger channels in the country. I asked specifically about that statistic and how you respond to what I actually said is, if 38% of young people feel like they're being harmed from YouTube, then ban it then. Like I actually agree with it.
Yeah,
that number is way too high if that is a real stat. That is the number that is being reported. That is the number that is on the newspapers. It's saying, up to 4 out of 10. I don't believe there's been full transparency on how that number has come to be, but my understanding has been that it has been a number of people who feel like they've seen harmful content. Of the people that have seen harmful content, that proportion of those people said that they saw harmful content on YouTube. YouTube wants to make money and they want people to watch videos. The government wants to get votes and want to feel like they're speaking for the people. Sometimes these things work together, sometimes they're at odds. Yeah. It's going to be a really interesting time over the coming months to see what happens. But what it means is that the signed out experience on YouTube will be the only way that people under 16 can legally use the platform from December this year. And I believe Australia's government is now taking that to the UN and trying to enforce that in other countries, or trying to share that with other countries. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Big news in terms of being an Aussie, particularly if you're under 16 and have anything to do with YouTube.
Yep.
Huge. Speaking of stuff that's going to blow your mind, tinfoil hat cat. Righto, tinfoil hat cat. This is where you come for the big news. This is where there's no facts, unlike the last segment where it's all facts. There's no facts.
Come on, man.
That's the whole thing about these conspiracies.
How do you define
You don't
facts?
have facts. Oh, I don't know. Enough people believe in them.
What do you got, Martin? What do you got? Hold on, I'm strapping in. What do you got?
Back in the 60s, and maybe even before then, but particularly throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s, before CCTV, before smartphones, and before everyone had a video camera, there were a lot of crashed UFOs. Area 51, allegedly there's been...
Is that real, dude?
Well, it all happened roughly in the same
Area
place.
Area 51 was a punk band.
No, it's a place in America with
Sum 41.
where they had experimental aircraft and all sorts of stuff. But a lot of them, obviously, stuff crashed there and then it mysteriously disappeared.
Martin, I just want to know one thing. Why are aliens interested in our anuses? No, why? I could check your ear. I could have a look in your nose. Like, imagine this. So I'm up there, right? I'm like, bleep, 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 bleep. I'm in my little spaceship. I'm like, I found a place called Earth.
It looks pretty nice.
They eat. They collect resources. They try and attribute status to themselves by wearing a certain clothing.
And they use their proboscises.
And then they use their wet hole to put things in, and with that energy they go around.
With their proboscis.
Excuse me, what do they do after they've eaten? It comes out of something called an asshole.
And an anus.
That's what I want to know about. I want you to go down there. I don't want you to find out where the food goes in.
Eyes,
I want you to probe right in there where it comes out. What does it smell like? What does it look like?
Yeah.
Why is their face face? Why
is the face
face this way and this is here? Why isn't the face facing the same way?
No one ever thought about that.
Like,
why does the face point the opposite direction? And why can you go roughly 90 degrees that way and roughly 90 degrees, but not far enough to see your butt?
Here's the big question for today. Why is your butthole not on the front and your other bit on the back? So when you go to the toilet, you've got to lie down on it and you're pooing. And then when you need to go and... But then when you're...
I mean, I would say...
do you know what I'm saying?
I would say that my segment got hijacked, but in fact, this is a...
Is this all part of it?
We're going to answer it today.
Okay.
And we're going to answer it using Hondas.
Oh.
So, in the 60s, allegedly, there was another UFO crash that happened outside Area 51, and it happened in Japan. It was covered up very, very, very quickly. And then what happened, people? Honda Civics took over the freaking world.
Oh, dude.
How are those things connected? Alien tech. Alien tech is
the
reason...
Not alien tech. Not alien tech. VTech.
There's a whole other thing about VTech, which I'll get to. But no, it's actually alien tech. So, basically, UFO crashed...
Bullshit.
It's not bullshit. UFO crashed.
Okay.
UFO technology taken to Honda, who happened to find it before anyone else, or bought it or paid for it. Maybe Toyota were feeling a bit stingy that day. I mean, you'd believe it based on how boring and bland and white bread their cars are. Anyway, Honda found it, and then they made a huge push to dominate the entire world with front-wheel drive technology. And at the time, everyone's rear-wheel drive's best, rear-wheel drive's best. No, Honda's like front-wheel drive best. The aliens told them so. And since then, basically, reliability's been second to none. If you need more proof, look at alien movies. What do all the aliens look like? Cockroaches. They look like cockroaches. District 19 or District 9, that's one of my favourite movies ever. Alien, you were talking about the other day? There's an alien... All looks like a cockroach,
what's the cockroach got to do with it?
They always look like cockroaches.
What's that got to do with Hondas?
Civics are like cockroaches. You can't kill them. They survive everywhere.
Sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So actually Civics are cockroaches and aliens are cockroaches. They modelled them after themselves as a way of looking like it. So it's not hard to draw a connection. Now, why are there no more aliens anymore? Why are Honda Civics still dominating, but why is there nothing else dominating? They're too scared to come here anymore. A few reasons. One, CCTV was partly why, but then what happened? Instagram happened. Every dickhead with a phone who's an influencer is looking for their big break. What's going to give them the big break? The aliens are like, no, mate, we're not going anywhere near that.
What, they're not coming here because they don't want an influencer to get the views.
They're like, no, mate, they're monitoring all our internet stuff. They got over 16 account. They're monitoring everything, and they're like, no, we're not coming back. So, what was their final, what do they call it when it's like your final...
Ultimatum?
Final symphony, like your masterpiece? Yes. The K-Series. K-Series is alien tech, the last of the alien tech from that era. Think about it.
That's why so many Civics had droid kits.
Alien tech is the K-Series. The way that they could continue this happening was to keep old engines in new cars. So they've made K-Series so good that all us dickheads would put them in lots of other models of car, in which case the engine could absorb all the data from all the other cars going around. Rear-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, K-swap, whatever it is. Why is K-swap so thing? Because it's got alien tech. That's why it's so good. And basically suggests that aliens no longer want to come to Earth because of all the influences.
Apparently aliens did write Toyota's jingle. UFO, what a feeling. Fanking. Fanking is the delightful art of recontextualising a product's photo by taking a photo of it down near your crotch.
It's all been a bit heavy. Speaking of crotch, it's all been a bit heavy, and now we need to lighten it.
Do we?
Lighten the load.
Lighten the load from the heavy crotch?
Let's go. How are we doing it today?
That's pretty much what's going to happen.
Have you found some good ones?
I found some great ones, and there's a lot going on. I want to do a quick disclaimer. Any that are too rude, you just have to go to the Fanking group to check them out. They're all kind of rude, but this is the pure old comedy in which Martin and I crawl
sometimes
like laughing maggots.
Like alien cockroaches.
Yes.
Driving our little Honda Civics around.
Here we go. Fun gun. straight into it. Let's go. Martin, the reviving... very good.
Silk care.
I think that's two different people there as well. Docking the fingers.
Oh, they are too.
See what's going on there? That's pretty good. This is the complimentary extra dangle toy. Complimentary, Martin.
Free's good.
You don't even have
Everyone
to pay
likes
for that one.
Free.
Cock Fanks.
Nice.
Well done. I'm giving
Fanks.
you notable mention.
That's not bad.
Well done. Got some good ones today.
Oh,
that's Taste Me cucumber sauce. What was interesting about the cucumber sauce is that a number of people said that with just one more finger, you could have made this something else as well.
True.
So that one there was an almost could have been. It was great,
good,
but could have been better.
Yeah,
and
not
you know
bad.
it. All right, next up, Martin. Cock is fun, isn't it? A lot of keys being used this week.
Yeah.
So a little bit of key stuff going on.
Smart.
Wang.
Very
Just
good.
straight up, getting into it. We're moving through it, people. The reason I put this one up here is because while it doesn't fit the definition of a delightfully recontextualised photo of a brand's name, it's just, you know, number one, I didn't know where he was because there's quite a lot of furry carpet up here and on a step. And I don't feel like in Australia they would allow a furry step.
No.
Like, I don't know if our ADRs would allow that. Beaver sauce.
Very good. So much sauce this week.
I'd like to try some beaver sauce. It says that beaver sauce with fresh capers and dill.
So many thanks.
Would you eat some beaver sauce?
Yeah.
Okay, we need to get some, dude.
My favourite.
Fred's horse. Fred's horse D. That should have been Fank of the Week.
That's pretty good.
That's very, very
good
clever.
On you, Fred.
Well done. That's a ring packer.
Oh, nice. Is that Supercheap Auto?
Supercheap Auto. I wonder if you're a staff member or not, but that is a Tool Pro ring packer. What do you use that for, Martin?
Bearing packer. Packing grease into bearings.
Oh, but we normally do that by hand,
You
anyway.
can, but sometimes you've got real big ones, and that actually makes it easier.
Okay, sweet. British cock.
Very
there
good.
You go. How you doing? This is Tony's lonely cock. Poor Tony. How are you, Tony? All right, next up, we've got safari anal.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know what happens
Are
there.
they vegan? Is that what it says? No.
No,
They are vegan.
Are they?
Dude, safari, it's vegan.
It says original from vegan. Can someone get us some safari anals?
Sluten. That looks Dutch to me.
I would love to try some safari
Or maybe it's South
vegan
African.
animal.
That's cool.
If they're available, the Unicorn Circuit, PO Box 475, Sydney Markets 2129,
We
New
did
South
get some
Wales,
each
Australia.
bag today, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah, we did have a big box.
Super
I would
keen.
love to try those though, and
Let's
if
go.
you could send some out, we'll shout you out. That'd be awesome. Organic nut milk, just
Nice.
straight to it. Let's go. Raw cock, British style. Is that British?
Yeah.
Is it-
You
a
know
lot
they're
of-
going to be good chips.
There's a
No,
lot of
actually
British
not.
cock this week, isn't
Yeah,
there?
heaps.
Which is interesting. Spits. There we go.
Gross.
And next up, cream colon. Well done. There's a bit of a cool car happening here as well, Martin.
I
Just
think
next
that's
to
on
them,
purpose.
which is kind of rad.
Very cool.
Over here we've got arse cock,
That's
soft
a
and whippy.
That's a missed opportunity.
Which one? The nutty
The
dough.
Fank. No, you could have turned arse into cock.
I think that's that. Yep. All right. Great. Next up. Okay, that's good.
Yep, it's a
next
family
up,
set.
we've got two dry balls, and they're blue. They're fast and they're soft. And I believe, Martin,
you
that
got Fank
does
of the
bring
week?
us to Fank of the Week. Drum roll, please. Enjoy your local anal.
Oh, wow.
Well done. Thank you very much for sending that over. We would love to share and laugh at your favourite Fanking images. You can put them on the Fanking Facebook group. The link for that is down below. The pet stores, hardware stores, supermarkets, plumbing stores.
Yep.
It's a treat. It's an
Everywhere.
absolute, everywhere you go, going out, you know, when someone says, can you come with me to buy, and you're like, yes, I can.
You can, yeah.
Because I might be able to share this photo of me holding a tool near my crotch with 38 people who are going to really enjoy it.
Totally. And 38 people just had a better time and their life has been improved thanks to you and your creativity. Next up, we have, because this has been a big one.
Is it mailbag?
No. Well, kind of both.
But I've got a box to
All right,
open.
well, that's going to be a hybrid of both.
No, it's going to be
random eat mailbag.
mailbag time now.
Eat a mail's random bag.
Okay. Look in the mail bag. We've got a big box that has come courtesy of Electric Space Wizard Post.
Thank you very much. We appreciate this. This might have cost a few bucks to send from the other side of the world. We very much appreciate
Martin,
it. Thank you.
this here cost 15. Oh no, it cost £20.
Good on you.
Thank you very
huge.
much.
Thank you.
It's come from somewhere called Hampton Gardens in Peterborough, in the United Kingdom, and
Awesome.
I don't know if this is required for your Peterborough Post, but they've had to put 33 centimetres, 41 centimetres. They've had to list all of the details on there.
Very good.
And so this, of course, has been sent to us, Unicorn Circuit, PO Box 475, Sydney Markets, New South Wales 2129, Australia. I'm pretty excited to see what's in there, Martin, because there's been a lot of British mentions today on the show of their different snacks. So I'm pretty excited to see what we might have in here. While I struggle with this, Martin, do you want to tell everyone about your coat for one more second? So
just my coat, about my 3-shell coat. I'm so stoked with this. This is one that we had been thinking about doing for a while, and they are not as cheap as a hoodie. Let's just put it that way. But you can get them now. Click the thing in the description. You can see it. Oh, dude, is that chips?
I believe.
Oh, it's the jackpot.
I believe, Martin. Oh,
it's like my birthday. Oh, it's like my birthday.
Oh,
what are
Martin,
they?
that is what I'm talking about.
Twingles? What is that? What's that? What's
Oh,
that?
it's come with a letter, Martin.
What's that?
Hey,
Dude,
Marty and
crispy
Moog.
bacon.
It's not that often that I type up a letter,
Brits do this well.
but it's a long overdue one to send a care package across from the other side of the world, the UK. Thank you so much.
Oh, look at that, dude.
Roast beef and horseradish.
Flavour.
I'm going to read this because he's written a beautiful letter.
let's
He's put his car up there as well. So he's got
sick.
what Lance is that called? CJ Lancer.
CJ Lancer.
CJ Lancer with the chop sticker.
Basically Evo 10 era.
As one of the 38 viewers of the Unicorn Circuit, I'm a serial fanker with at least 2 or 3 fanks featured,
Fantastic.
including one fank of the week. Well done, dude. That's legit. I heard you call out for some crispy crisps to stuff your mouth holes with. I've sent an assortment of snacks, including Twiglets, Marmite flavour, Scampi fries, fish flavour. Marty has to try. Yeah, dude, and he will. And some proper British classics. Been a long time watcher, subscribed for over 10 years. Just want to send a quick line to say thanks above all, to say that above all other channels I watch on YouTube, you guys by far and above produce the best content. Thank you very much. Not only because I love cars like you guys do, but you guys are such great people. Authentic, fun, humble, and just all-around top blokes. Moog's my favourite. He didn't say that.
He didn't write that. You're so
No, he actually said, Marty, I absolutely love you. Your attention to detail and in-depth explanations. Moog, I admire your character, absolute madness and off-the-wall energy, which perfectly contrasts and complements Marty on screen. Thank you, mate. Loved all the builds you guys have put out with their low-budget nuggets, disrespected nose, big builds, crazy parts. I watch the feature-length special with my sons every Christmas as well. Thank you so much. We're still planning what we're doing for this year. No plan yet, but there is going to be a big one coming. I got a soft spot for Evos. I've got a blue manual 5-speed Evo 10.
Oh, sick. Yeah, Evo 10.
This very car was used by Clarkson on Top Gear. That's amazing.
That actual one?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, that's cool. I remember.
He says it's FQ360.
I remember that
something. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay authentic. Keep being legends you are. If you're ever back in the UK, let me know as I'll drop something by. On a more serious note, all right, I won't. There's a little bit more there, but I think that's just personal, so I will read that one after. Thank you very much for sending that over, and we will now seamlessly go into. Dude, these look absolutely amazing.
This is the UK does a
sea
good
salt
job.
and cider vinegar. I think we should try today roast beef and horseradish because that just sounds incredible. Horseradish is not.
Sniffo. You know, you can tell it's going to be good.
Horseradish is not a popular thing in Australia.
We don't have that many. Like
I'm taking a handful.
Crinkly, proper crinkle cut.
Oh,
yeah, you know they're going to be good, don't you? A bit of kick from the
crunch,
mustardy.
so good. The kick comes in 3 bites later. Oh man,
so mustardy.
Daniel,
delicious.
Peterborough in England.
How?
Thank you very much.
They are so good. How does no one in Australia who makes chips eat one of them and go, that's like, oh no one would like that.
That is absolutely amazing, dude. That's great. Look, thank you so much
Mustard.
for watching the show,
delicious.
watching the specials. And thank you for going to the effort to send this here, but also to go down to your shops to buy it, to pay your own money to send it over here. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
For all our entertainment and his and I joy.
So good.
Oh man, that's off its head.
That is the show.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for hanging out with us. Jackets are not they're not going to be available on the shop forever. It's just something we're basically doing as a drop. So if you do want one, that is the only one in existence. They're currently being made. I don't have my hands on one yet, but I'm hoping to. Thank you very much for watching the show. We covered a lot of ground today.
Worth mentioning, I actually tested one of these for 6 months before we made our own.
You did?
To make sure that it was good, because it's like a bit fancier, like I said, than a hoodie and more expensive to make. I tested it for 6 months. I took it to drift nights. I took it everywhere. I washed it multiple times just to make sure it would hold up, because I want to make sure it's really good, and very, very happy with how it's turned out.
And we did a similar thing you might have seen recently with our backpacks. So we make a tactical laptop backpack.
Massive backpack, dude.
We wanted to see how strong the handles were. We towed a car with it just to see if we could. So we basically strapped one end up to the back of our workshop MROC, the other end with some tow straps to the 180SX, dragged it across the workshop, because we don't want someone buying a thing and going, I put a laptop and some stuff and the handle broke. We want to make sure it's strong.
And it can be hard to find.
We do rigorously test the stuff.
It can be hard to find good stuff, and anyway, happy that you guys get to enjoy.
Jackets are available. I believe they start shipping in about a week, is that correct?
2 weeks from now they will start shipping, correct.
2 weeks from now, great. Anyway, get your order in. You will get free stuff, free sticker, free lanyard and free gloves at the moment as well. It obviously goes directly to support the show. We pack it ourselves. Your order doesn't get sent to a factory in China or somewhere else. It comes directly to us, and we pack them from this location to your door. So it does directly go to supporting us, which we appreciate. Thank you very much.
For some more nuggetry this week.
Oh, is it Wednesday this week?
Around Wednesday, all going well to be out. Car doesn't run yet. Currently Monday. So let's hope it does.
All right. Okay, guys. See you next week. Bye.
Unicorn second.